Hello.
Hello, and well, today we're going to be doing a commentary on Shock's
Bad
Celeste.
PB.
Bad PB. No, it's better than I can certainly play. Celeste speedrun, an 80% speedrun done in 51:35:683.
Yes.
We've at time of recording, we've not submitted it to speedruns yet. It's still uploading to YouTube.
Yes,
but...
it takes quite a while when it's almost 6 gigs.
But you did really well. Was that your first run today?
No, I've done 3 runs today. The other 2 were over 55.
Over 55.
Which is not bad. I mean, not good.
Well, as there's a new PB, 9 attempts after your last PB.
Yes.
And
I think all of those attempts were over 55 actually. Which is not good.
Over 55.
Yes, and then I got one very good one now.
Mm-hmm. Well, so yeah, a 51:35. You're still pushing for sub 50.
Yes, I think my last one was 52:17 if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I might be wrong with that. Actually, it is. It says it there in the splits.
Yeah. So, apologies for the gap here because of the way we've got OBS set up here, but
yeah,
that's what we'll do. Right. So, well, the interesting thing about the rules for Celeste is you've got to show the title screen, don't you?
You do. So you can see. You might not have seen it. It went very fast, Ben, but it is version 1.3.2.3.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. Yes.
So let's see.
So this is me coming into prog now.
Yeah. Can't remember. Did you save time on this compared to your?
No. I lost like a second and a bit.
Well, this is probably your most consistent. You've been not 44 on this pretty much the whole run. So.
Yep. So what I'm doing here is, if it's not obvious, I'm jumping a lot.
So you mentioned this before to me, bunny hopping.
Yes, so doing this actually saves, I think they said it in SGDQ, it's about 2 frames per jump, so overall if you do all those jumps correctly you can save over a second.
Wow.
Which is pretty good. Like it's obviously a good time save. It's not too important for me being at 51 minutes, but it's very important to try and get bigger saves anyway.
Yeah.
Once you get lower times.
So Forsaken City,
okay.
This Forsaken City was not your best, but it was certainly quite quick.
Wasn't my worst.
Wasn't your worst. And because I remember when you started this bit, you said this is where I die a few times and didn't. So right, that's where you died.
That's where I died. I didn't even think I was going to die there. I never die there.
Well, clearly you did.
So I've been optimizing a lot of these jumps you see here, which I'm trying to get through the booms very fast using the wall bouncers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of competing against kind of like an unfair test here because on my previous PB I got almost a perfect setting, which is very unheard of for me. So
yeah,
there was no way I was beating that in this one.
Earlier there I noticed you did a jump into spikes. You complained about that before continuing running earlier.
Right.
And of course there was that where you dashed just over the spring.
Yes.
Let's see. Yep.
There are fast ways to do this room, but it's going to save like a second or so. That time I just failed to do the extended jump, which gets my dash back. I didn't get my dash back, so I just died.
The extended jump comes from the fact that the hitbox for the ground is slightly taller than the hitbox for the spikes, isn't it?
No, not really. What it is so you can see me jumping there. Not there. I died. So you saw me jumping, and dying a lot. But okay, so you saw me jumping up into the air, then doing a downwards diagonal dash, and then immediately jumping off the ground to do a hyper jump there.
Mm-hmm.
So what that diagonal dash down does is it gives it enough time after my dash, which is the diagonal one, to recharge my dash after my hair turns white again. So if you notice very carefully when I dash, it has one frame or a few frames when it goes white.
Uh-huh.
So during that white frame you can actually dash again, but you can still jump and you still get a hyper jump if you do that.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point you can jump into the hyper and still have your dash when you come out of the hyper, which is very nice. So that's called the extended dash, basically. Mm-hmm. Or different names for it, like the extended hyper dash, extended normal dash.
So moving into old site.
Yes, definitely not new sites. Pretty badly here.
You did gold it.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you golded old site.
Okay.
You saved most of your time on awake.
Ah, right.
So that's is this the strategy that you're happiest with, or is there another strategy that you'd rather use?
In this room, there's a better strategy I can do. So you saw there was like I did the extended dash, then dash straight onto that middle wall. You can actually do the extended dash if you do it the science enough. You can get underneath that wall and then use your remaining dash just to go up and straight onto the platform on the right. Which is very good.
It'll probably save you a second or so.
Yep, it saves like I think 2 seconds maybe.
In that cutscene that you just skipped there, we met Badeline for the first time.
Yes.
Your other half. Is it this room? Yep, this room. She starts chasing you.
Yes.
She effectively just clones your movements 1-to-1. So if you are the world's fastest speedrunner, so is Badeline.
Yes, she's quite scary. She's quite scary, especially in TAS.
As long as she
Tasselin.
as long as she doesn't touch you, you're fine.
Yes.
These dream blocks. Now, actually, in this run, because I know in your PB you dream blocked your way into a few walls a couple of times.
I did.
Well, in your previous PB, in this one you didn't. You actually nailed every single dream block.
Oh, there must have been one I messed up. Maybe.
No.
Okay.
That was a save.
That was super close. Here I mess up. This is quite bad.
Yeah, you catch there. You end up picking up the strawberry.
Yep. I think is that the only strawberry I got in the run?
Yep, that's your only strawberry.
Okay, usually obviously I don't get that strawberry. There's not really any time to get that strawberry.
There's a wee shortcut down there. You just fall down there, avoid all those spikes. I have noticed some runners collect that crystal.
Yes.
To get a dash, to do a downward dash.
Yes, that's that's mainly just for speed, really. I'm not like that. I don't have enough focus really to be able to do that at the same time as trying to not die in that room. Like that end room is really annoying for me.
Skip that starting spring there, which normally trips you up.
Right. The issue with the springs here is when you're playing this normally, the springs are nice because they kind of push you into the air and lets you dash up from them. When you're trying to speedrun this, the springs slow you down because they stop your momentum completely. So you'll see me here trying and failing to not hit all the springs. I think I hit like 2 of them or something in this one.
You can see there you saved your 7.1 seconds. You had a gold split on Awake.
I only hit 1 spring. That's
you hit the 1 spring. It's the walls that have mainly been messing you up here.
Yes, that was actually a pretty good run of being Awake. I don't know what my splits was there on old site. I got a gold split there on old sites. I don't know, only 17 seconds. That's pretty good. You can't see it on stream here because it closes it. It closes it after the section's done.
So then we move on to Celestial Resort, which is now one of your most inconsistent parts.
Yes.
That's largely down to the fact that a lot of it's cycle based, and the cycles catch you out quite a bit. And so do the small bits of wall, apparently.
I'm getting better at this. I look at this. Like, I wasn't able to do that very consistently at all, but now I'm able to do it pretty well most of the time. Sometimes I miss the cycle, so I have to wait on the spring until I can go.
One thing that you got well here is you didn't accidentally hit the second table. That's a problem.
Yes, I keep doing that. Kind of embarrassing. It's worse than dying at number 1.
Yeah, it saves a couple. It saves a couple of seconds not to talk to the second table.
I wouldn't say it saves seconds. I'd say it loses seconds to talk to it.
I suppose, yeah.
You're being too nice to me here. I just completely messed that up there.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get the jump there, but I didn't. That's just kind of bad positioning on my part.
You got that. Managed to get the cycle there.
The gem helps me there because I can actually dash twice. I completely messed that up. And again,
you're jumping down instead of up, and then you opted to do the slightly safer but slightly slower strat.
Yes.
Going over.
Ultimately, it ends up just being kind of the same speed. The main reason for going down is that it's super fast if you're coming in from the previous room.
Yeah, because you've carried your momentum through.
Exactly. Bingo. That's the main thing in this any percent run.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not mine specifically, but
just the any percent run overall. This one you get it on your second attempt, if I remember rightly.
Do I?
Yes, you do, and that was very nicely done. That bit's a large part of your inconsistencies.
Yes. It's very hard to get to all 3 platforms there. Usually I get only 2. Did I die here?
Yeah, because you fell without replenishing your dash.
Yes, you saw the top of the ledge actually appear with the red stuff on it, but it didn't give me a dash back for some reason. I don't know what's happened.
You're just hurrying too quickly, so you walked right instead of pushing down.
What I actually did there was, this is interesting. So I meant to push down, I didn't push down, so I ended up pressing right because I expected, oh, at this point in the room I should be pushing right.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm not far down enough, so I just died.
So you managed to green split heading into huge mess.
I did.
You mentioned to me whilst we were doing setup that you were quite happy with this bit.
Like watch this movement just for a moment. Like up until then, that's just really nice movement.
Yeah.
On my part.
You flub a couple of jumps, but
I did.
That's
this part was kind of annoying, but still overall that was a pretty nice mess from mess hall. Then I take momentum into here. I don't quite manage the single dash jump there, but that's not too bad.
You didn't die, so that was okay.
Yes.
This one, you accidentally used your dash whilst holding onto a wall, so you had to drop down to reset it, but you still didn't die. That's good.
Saved a few seconds to not die there.
This one, you waited for the cycles, and on you went.
This is super bad, this swim.
Yes, this is where you lost a lot of your time this run. You were trying to do spike skip.
Yes. I was actually like I think I had like 2 runs always a day where I managed it both times either first or second try, and here I just couldn't do it. I don't know why.
And then you went to do the normal strats and flubbed that twice as well.
I know. So I tried to do it fast, and I just like I jumped there. I thought it was going to collapse, but then I remembered actually wait, it just goes down, so I'll take it slowly. That was really bad of him. There's so much time to be saved there.
One of the issues that you have quite a lot is the fact that you're too busy hurrying.
I mean, it's a speed run. But I understand what you mean.
Yeah,
like,
less haste, more speed, as the old adage goes.
Yes. My issue is I'm trying strats, but I'm not fully consistent on yet. So if I fail them, like, do I try it again? Do I just try the normal strat? Because if I try it again and succeed, it'll be faster than doing the normal strat still. There
is one thing I've been meaning to mention to you. Apparently, you can modify the... it makes your runs invalid, but you can modify the config file to enable debug mode.
Yes,
and I believe it lets you run the same room again and again and again.
I've actually been using that a lot. I've got debug mode. I've got the config file opened in my text editor most of the time,
so you can turn it on and off
in between. Yep. It's very useful.
Yeah, because I remember I was watching the current world record holder doing a speed run, and there was a big fight in his chat about whether or not runs should be allowed with debug mode enabled. Because if you're not using the debug functions, it's functionally identical to just playing the game without debug mode.
Yes. I mean,
I can see where they're coming from, because it leaves a can of worms to be opened by saying that you're allowed to run it in debug mode, because apparently some of the debug functions are quite hard to tell whether they're enabled or not.
Right.
That also leaves it open to people going, well, if debug mode's enabled, I should be allowed to use mods, etc, etc. So.
Ooh, right. That's a slippery slope. So here, what I try. So, what I also to do was just take that slowly. But what I usually try and do is I try and dash onto the ledge of the spring and do a jump immediately to land on it. So that I ended up doing like, I forgot the name of it. I think it's a wave dash, which is the non-crouching hyper dash.
This bit you save, and you I remember watching you do this, you did not know how you saved that. The pattern you did was just so wrong.
I know, right. I think an eye here. Not sure.
No, I think this was a clean room. You were really happy.
Oh, nice.
You were really happy with this segment, and the one after it.
Right. I guess I'm kind of melding my previous runs together where I just fail everything.
So, yep, you managed that.
Yeah, this was a course cycle.
You managed that.
Yeah, I almost... No, I didn't.
You failed that, you failed that.
Yep.
I think you...
I got this one.
Yep, you got it that time. Then you do a death abuse.
Yes. If I get the first jump there, like the first hyper, then I can usually get the other two. The first one's the hardest because I don't have the exact... Like, I don't know the exact time to hold it for yet. I've not got it perfect. Usually I can get it, and then I get the other two easily because it's just really fast.
So, yep, you managed to run this one okay, which was good.
This thing really scares me.
Yep, you saved 5.3 seconds on that run. Of course, you did lose a lot of time on approaching elevator shaft. You also lost a lot of time here. This was one of your biggest time losses in the game. It always is, but here even more than usual. I just completely failed lots of the time. Like I was going too quickly. That was going too slowly.
Yes, there's a cycle you can get where you can just go straight through, but I wouldn't have managed it once. I don't even know how I did it, to be honest.
You got the clutch bonk there.
That was nice. It was nice.
Yeah.
We could die once here. Again. Maybe not. Do I?
If I remember rightly, this room was clean.
Okay, good.
Because you took it at a more sensible pace.
I wait here, I do the wait.
Yeah, which holds him in place and gets you the right cycle.
Right. If I don't hold him in place there, then I'm ending, like, from the previous room, my momentum that let me get onto the ledge in the first place actually takes me to that I'm not high enough when I'm falling down, so that he comes across and kills me before I can get onto the ledge. So I need to be patient there. There's probably a fast way to do it, but I don't know.
Yeah, this was an utter disaster. It was you just kept getting caught out by the fact that he slows the game down.
Yes, he slightly reduces my frame rate. I don't know what it is, but it just messes me completely up sometimes with this room. I don't know if it's easy to see and easy to like on the video, but what was happening was, well, that was just me being bad.
You tried to go for the bonk before he'd done his run.
Yes. I mean, I was worried I was going to fall down again. Okay, yes. That's how it should be done.
Yep, so you got past him, you got past that, and then you jumped into him.
I mean, so the issue I have there is I'm not always sure where this hitbox exactly is, like where the bottom and top of it are. So I'm worried I'm going to hit him, so I jump. For some reason, I don't know why, some unfathomable. There I was, like, I should have known that clearly.
You get flustered.
Yes.
And when you get flustered, you start making silly mistakes.
Yes. So here, I think I do die again, maybe? Maybe I'm wrong. Ooh.
You got the bonk.
No, I don't die here, I don't die. I'm sure. Yep. If I get to here, then I just get soul destroyed by dying there. Because then I've lost all the progress in that room.
So that was you then 40 seconds behind your PB. You were debating the run being dead, but
I was actually.
You still had you've still got 4 minutes 21 to save at this point.
Right. Time to kill some more time.
You actually did quite well on your in Golden Ridge.
On the first part of it, yes.
You saved. You golded by about a second.
I golded Golden Ridge. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. You're right. So, let's talk about what's happening right here. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get enough momentum, which I'm failing at. But I'm trying to get enough momentum to just get through the wind without actually worrying about it. So I'm doing these hybrids, and here I did something weird which I've never done before. I kind of did the bubbles in reverse, which I didn't realise was viable to do.
I've seen faster speedrunners do it that way.
Right.
Because I don't know why, but for some reason it does appear to save time. You take the safe strat there, and then the wind switching directions messes you up briefly.
Yes, I guess the reason the bubbles would save. Oh wait,
don't know what that was about.
No, I don't know. It was momentum. So here I managed to skip for the first time on the run, which is very nice. There's a skip there. There's a few pixels where you can actually jump under the spikes without actually hitting them, rather than having to climb the. I don't know what happened there. Rather than having to climb up the entire wall and then jump down again.
Yeah.
You just skip through it and then straight back into the bubble. I think the reason the bubbles are actually faster if you like, as you said, if you hit the wall first and then jump into the bubble, is the distance you get from the bubble is actually greater because you're not hitting the wall with the bubble. So you'd immediately dash out of the bubble, which causes you to go like in the direction which you're pointing, and then you get the distance from that bubble. Then you would immediately dash again, and you've already in the next bubble, or already in the next wall, I guess. So that's probably the reason why it's faster, just slightly.
Probably. Something certainly to look into for future runs.
Yes. I need to look into how exactly I did that, because I have no idea. So, what am I doing here?
So, well, there was your gold split on Old Trail.
Right.
18.4 seconds saved over your fastest ever run of Gold Trail.
Yes, it's actually rainbow splits here. It's not exactly gold.
Yeah, you were trying out rainbow splits, but then you realised that when it cycles through green and red, it freaks you out when it catches you out the corner of your eye.
Yes, it's kind of worrying. Yeah, I did not die good. Okay, I thought I died here. Yeah, I still need to learn the strategy for this room to go fast, because there is a way I've seen to get the second bubble and just skip the first one. but that was just lack of skill, missing that platform there.
You save yourself there because you bubbled up into a wall.
Yes, I did. I used momentum, I think, just to slide along the wall, I guess, which saved me.
There's a speed that you didn't die here, but there is a speed strap for it that you've said that you.
There's like 3 of them actually. I think. I don't remember who it was now, but in the race at GDQ, one of them I think tried like 2 different strats, and he.
That just did not want to start.
Yeah, I was just. I don't know what I was doing. I was failing to grab onto the wall. Yeah, I'm just patiently waiting. There's not much I can do when I can't do a task of skipping that spike block that moves entirely.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
What was it? What was it they said during the task? Oh yes, a human could do it if they could do 40 frame perfect inputs in one cycle. Yes,
that was for. I don't remember what it was now. It's near the end of Reflection, I think it was, where it just goes absolutely crazy.
If you haven't watched the SGDQ 2018 tasks of Celeste yet, pause this video and go do it.
Yes.
That cloud just didn't come back.
The issue there was I just completely missed the platform. Like I was actually going too fast to even touch the top of the platform. So, like I didn't really expect it to happen. I was not prepared for it at all.
You did okay on snowballs.
I did actually. You could say my time didn't completely snowball.
I hate you so much.
You like that one?
I hate you. I really do.
I did okay in snowballs, but then I did this and kind of messed some stuff up.
One thing that we've not figured out is the hitboxes on the snowballs.
No, for some reason, sometimes even when I'm dashing, even when I'm seem to be on the upper half of it, I still don't hit it. And when I'm on the lower half and I'm moving up, sometimes I actually hit it.
And you just got sprung into the bottom of it and died.
Yes,
so.
It seems like if you go into the bottom of it and you like going upwards, you just die anyway. But sometimes when I'm in the middle of a snowball and going up, it actually does trigger and gives me a dash back.
If you can predict them or manipulate them, they're very useful because hitting them recharges your dash.
Yes. I've seen that's used to good effect in some of the top speedrunners, like TGH, who's a great speedrunner, and has been very helpful actually in the Discord. So yeah, I'm just trying to avoid dying in that room. Very annoying if I do. I died here, I'm pretty sure, on the very last one. No, on halfway through as well.
Yeah, you just didn't carry your momentum enough, and
right.
that one, God knows what you did there.
I don't know. I actually don't know. So I'm losing lots of time. I'm hemorrhaging at this point. Not good. That was not precise enough. The issue with this bubble here, like right there, is sometimes I hit my dash right as I've come out of it, so I don't hit it fast enough. So sometimes I forget. I kind of forget to. So sometimes I hit it right before I come out of it, so it just ends up making it trigger and doesn't use my dash. So.
And then you just fall to your doom.
Yes, I sometimes just forget to use it, which is kind of annoying.
So we're entering the Mirror Temple, 43.9 seconds behind your PB.
Right. So at this point, I've kind of considered it as a lost run. I think I'll just another one after this. And let's see how it goes. I think to myself, trying to get through that room fast without messing up and falling down again. Here I go for a strat, which is kind of hard because I've not done it very much before. I've probably managed it like 5 times in total.
And through you go. You managed it the first time.
And then I get this very short cycle on those, which can kill me, but I managed to get it, which is nice. So here I'm actually really happy with the move I'm doing. Apart from here, which I could have. It was like half a second or so.
It lost a little bit of time, but you managed to gold split depths.
I did, which is very nice. By a lot of time, actually, like half a minute, is that?
Yeah, 31.9 seconds.
That's really good.
And that took your run. That saved most of the time. I think that room saved your run.
Yes. I mean, how much time did I actually get under my PB? I don't see it.
Hold on, that's your real time.
That's my real time. Okay.
Your game time save over your last PB was 37.876 37 seconds, 876 mil.
Okay, so that the depths basically saved my run.
Yeah.
More or less. Like, I might struggle. I mean, I would have still gotten a PB, but depths was super good at reducing the time there. How do I switch this to show me the?
It's the wee globe icon.
The globe.
See the globe with the gamepad.
Ah, here we go. Yeah. Okay. I'm just making sure I can see the splits in game time rather than real time. Yep. Okay. 37 seconds, right.
So that was overall the initial part of Mirror Temple there was quite clean. You get this quite clean as well.
I did actually.
Because you're not particularly handy with the movements on the Seeker.
No. The first part is kind of annoying, but then I get to the movements like that. It's just time wasted. But here I actually do it pretty well. Then I go down. That wasn't precise, but it was good enough.
More precise than normal, and you managed to shave another 2.1 seconds off.
I did, yes. That's pretty good. So here I dash to the right, so I'm further on the right when I land on the ground. Because it moves you as basically a constant rate to the left as you're falling there. But it kind of slows you down as well. Nice.
So that was battling again in a whole load of skipped cutscenes, and there's one of your first mistakes. You dash a wee bit too early.
One of my first mistakes, if you've watched this run.
Sorry, one of your first mistakes in Mirror Temple.
Like, this half of Mirror Temple, or, well, I wouldn't say half, I would say this extra 3/4 of Mirror Temple annoys me.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not very good at it.
The Seekers really did screw you up in this run.
Yes.
Particularly once you get Theo.
Yes, the Theo section is kind of annoying for me. Here, I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to manipulate the Seeker to hit that one, but he was not playing well. So then I just kind of dodged him like that.
Yeah.
And get out of him.
Slower strats, but it got you out on the second attempt.
Right.
That one, once again, when they get close to you, they slow you down.
Ooh.
And it can screw up your timings.
Yes.
Yeah, this Seeker was a right royal pain for this run.
There I was trying to kind of trick him to go that one way, and he did. At least that's what I'm telling myself. That was a nice boop.
Yeah, you got the boop on that one, and then you jumped up there, and you managed to get out.
I will say that's actually worrying Lim, because if I hit him, if I boop him the wrong way, he ends up, when he comes back alive again, when he pops up, he destroys the block next to him, so I can't use that to grab onto if I'm not fast enough. So I have to go right side and then grab onto the other block, then go up to the left and then come back again, which is annoying. Here I try and get the boop on him to go into the coin, but I don't manage it. I've not gotten that down properly yet. I should probably go in debug mode and practice it a lot until I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when it just didn't jump into it.
So what I was doing.
Yeah, so you lost 17.5 seconds there. You didn't burn all of the time saving depths, but you nearly did.
I was doing this, and then you told me I lost 17 seconds, and I said I'm not surprised. Not surprised in the slightest. Yeah, managed key skip, of course.
Oh yeah, you got key skip.
It's not run as to do key skip. First try.
It's not perfectly consistent, but you've managed to get quite consistent at key skip.
Yes. And here comes a nice boop. No, maybe not.
It's the next one up.
It's the next one, okay. Right. There I deliberately avoided dashing so I could get to the platform sooner on me. Okay, so I have dash. Oh wait, I've got my dash again.
There you go.
Then that room...
That was close, but you managed to save it.
Yes, this room is scary, and I'll tell you why. The block at the bottom, you see that, there's a spring underneath it. Now, if I mess this room up, first try and do it, he can do that and end up breaking the block. And then, if you die, that block is marked as persistent in the game code, so it doesn't come back.
So it's always a spring.
Yes, which doesn't take you high enough to actually hit the thing at the top. To actually go up there. So you actually have to go on the left side and then kind of jump out and then dash up, which is very annoying. So
you managed to gold split rescue. Oof. Well, gold split search up to rescue. Then you just had a terrible time with Theo.
Yes, Theo's not very
cooperative.
That's his A word. That's a word.
One of the big issues.
Really scary.
Yeah. One of the biggest issues with Theo is that you can't dash whilst you're holding him.
No, you have to kind of not manipulate. You kind of have to manage what you're doing with him.
You went for 2 skips here because when the Seekers reappear, you can boost off of them because they sort of do a pulsing thing when they reappear.
Yes, I don't actually know if it's faster or not, but yes.
Twice you tried it and twice you ended up going into the spikes.
Yes, so not a good idea to try when I'm potentially getting a PB. Try going for a new strat that I've never tried before. Probably not a good idea.
You had to get the double boop on that, then you used it to get the acceleration of the next room.
That didn't really help me, I don't think. It didn't really sell me that far.
You got the button with Theo. You don't normally get that button with Theo, but the Seeker
it was
followed
really scary.
you.
I was really scared, but I managed that. This room I'm getting better at it because usually I accidentally let Theo come down and I have to drop down and get him again. But this time was good. This room I did perfectly, I think. Like, that was pretty well
done. That was a nice clean run. This one, you ended up grabbing onto the side of that block, but you got You got it through.
Not as fast as I can do it.
Not as fast as you can do it, but still clean.
Bye.
This one,
Bye.
Goodbye, Theo. I mean, yeah, don't we all just want to throw Theo into a pit?
Not even a giant eyeball.
Yeah.
What is with all the eyes anyway?
I don't know. I suppose so you got the wee boost off there. Now I remember you were up there and you were going, "I've never been up here before. I've never been up here before," and you just I don't know what you were doing up there.
I don't know how I didn't die. Like, look, I'm not even dying. I'm still not dead. Like, I'm literally.
It's you using Theo as a shield, bouncing the Seeker off.
I don't imagine he's too happy with that. But this bit here, we did not too badly.
Are those pulses predictable? Or are they random?
Not to me. It's back in the fans of you. They probably are predictable. Like, I don't think there's any randomness in this one. There's no RNG that is meaningful. Like, the only thing I think there's some randomness in the time of day, but that's all. And the only time that's ever come up with me is, particularly here in Reflection, if I'm trying to do late skip, which I didn't manage in this one, I'm not sure, but I did try a couple of times. But if I'm trying to do late skip, what actually sometimes happens is, if it's the wrong time of day, then one of the giant glowing crystals in the background that's kind of reflecting and stuff kind of collides in the colour collides with the spikes that I'm trying to do late skip on, so I actually can't see it at all. Yes, that's the only time that I've noticed the bigger problem, and I don't think it's that much of a problem. It's just kind of annoying. So
whilst you're trying and failing lake skip, explain it to me.
So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to dash out of water. So in the water you've got unlimited dashes, of course. Like you dash and then you insert it back. So I'm trying to do a wall bounce off the very top of that bit there, like the very corner, and then get enough height and horizontal distance, but not too far, in order to do another bounce off the very bottom of that spike, which is possible to do. And then you bounce up and then you grab onto the top of the spikes, that green little bit there that you saw through the screen, and then you can just jump straight up and it's done. So if you
saves you from having to go and get the Kevin.
Right, exactly. I want to get Kevin. But yes.
Nice quick Kevin there.
Thank you. That's the person who done that first time.
Cut the corner a wee bit too early there. Went straight into the spikes.
I did. I'm always cutting corners with this one.
See, that might be part of your problem, cutting corners when you've, not trained yourself in the cutting corners. This bit was this bit was incredible in the task. That was just how close they stayed to the spikes was.
Yes. Well, in the task, it was almost like we were trying to intentionally stay close to the spikes. Like, especially when there are times that they can't really skip anything. For example, the giant Kevin near the end of this section. I don't know what I was doing here. I thought, wait a minute, I'm at which Kevin am I on again? Oh wait, this one. I'm dead. But that turned out okay, I guess, after one death.
All you had to do to figure that one out was to turn Madeline into a pancake the first time. It was... Got the jump there.
I did. I managed to get my dash back on top of it before it went into the bit. I don't know why I did. I kind of wanked out.
Yeah, it didn't hold left for long enough, I suppose.
There is a way to do that where you just skip the second Kevin block at all and you just dash to the right. I don't know if it's fast or not. I had to time it.
It's probably a little bit faster, but I'm assuming the fact that you didn't do it means that it's a lot harder to pull off.
Well, I don't actually always think about it, but it is harder. It's harder. Like, you need to be more precise, obviously.
You missed that first bouncing block there,
I also misfired Kevin.
Yeah, I just didn't want to play with you.
No.
I've also noticed the runners have all got their own way of doing this maze.
Yes, like some people go right to left, right left, and on those last two at the end. I haven't figured that out yet, but I should probably try doing that. Yeah, did I die? No, I didn't.
You might. That was quite a clean room.
If I die there, it's kind of annoying.
This one, you. Oh no, it's not that room. It's the.
I do die here. It's sure. I think. No, I don't.
Nope,
it's okay.
Nope. Got a nice clean.
That's the last one.
Yeah, nice clean one there.
There's a skip that you can just do it. Just I think it's diagonal dashing, diagonal hyperring underneath it, but I'm not confident enough to do it. And I have tried it in debug mode a few times.
Yeah.
So it's just practice.
Your alignments on these is sometimes a bit off. Of course, they do sort of float about a wee bit. You get feather skip, which you were very happy with.
Yes. I mean, it only saves like a second or so, but it just avoids getting another feather, which wastes time because you can notice if every time you dash out of feather, it takes time to dash. It also takes time to get into feather as well. Here, did I?
No, you didn't pull that one off, but you managed to, after a few bounces, you managed to save it.
It's a lot better than dying. A lot better than dying. In fact, it was really good. I'm really glad I didn't die there.
And you only lost, what's that, 0.7 of a second?
Yep. Yeah, I'm still thinking this is a dead run. I'm still thinking there's no way I can come back from this.
But hey, practice is practice. And it lets you try. It lets you try out some of the more awkward strategies.
Right. Exactly.
Because if it's a dead run and you screw up an awkward strategy, you go up there to get the checkpoint. Good thing you did too.
Yes. If you don't, interesting thing. I'm not sure if many people know this because not many people will fail this, like me. But if you don't go up there, you actually spawn at the start of the room against another checkpoint. But if you go up there and touch it, then you get the checkpoint, which is kind of weird. Strange. It must be like a trigger that only activates if you actually stand on the ground there, which is interesting to me. So I wonder what happens if... Here, I just go to the dash. I wonder what happens if you get down the normal bits but actually don't touch the ground. I wonder if it's like a region of...
If it's a region of the ground or if it's like a region of the air kind of thing.
Exactly. Like
a few short hops and down into the battle and boss fight.
I die here. No, don't.
No,
okay.
you actually... it's actually a very clean battling.
Mostly. I think if I die in this room at the end. Then I do it again, actually. Do I die at the end?
No, it's not until it's not until second phase battling that you die.
I'm mixing all my runs together because I do so badly usually in this.
Quick save there.
Yes. I think I die here. Maybe I'm wrong.
No.
No.
It's clean. Wow. It's clean until battle. It's clean until battle in second phase.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's because I thought you were going to gold battling.
Right. Did I gold rock? Is it resolution or rock bottom?
Rock bottom. No, you got you saved 6.9 seconds.
Okay. Okay.
So slow strats there.
Yes, I did manage to get one cycle skip, but it's not really a skip.
See, there's where you start having issues. You did a wee dash there, but yes, that was fine.
I mean, that's a lot faster to do that, but it's hard to do, especially when you spawn with him, or when you first come with him. Spring got me then.
Troll spring.
Yes. Here I die. I'm pretty sure I die in this room. Maybe not. No. I don't actually remember which rooms I die.
It's the rooms that you don't think that you... Right, okay, well, you didn't dash there.
I didn't think I died in there, but I did.
See, that's one of the...
I died again here.
You just missed the ground.
I actually said at the point when this happened, I forgot the spikes were. There's a fast way to do that, obviously.
You attempted it. But no, this is where once again you're starting to get a bit flustered, you're starting to get a bit worked up, and you're not paying attention to your surroundings.
Yes.
So you get her there, down she goes.
Very slowly. Here's the first feather room, I think. Oh, one of them anyway. No, I think it was one before, but this is the first one where it's like entirely feather room. Okay, bumpers where I think did I die once? No.
Nope.
Good.
You clean her out there.
Sometimes I do die to feather room. This room's quite fun if you do it fast. I think I do die here. I do die. I'm sure I do.
Yeah, because you jump into her laser beam.
Like, that's not just precision, that's just me actually being done.
Because I do recall you jumped and as soon as you respawned you went, why did I jump? Why did I jump? You've had a couple of why did I jump moments in this run.
Here I do the skip, which is not really a skip. I think it's lower, but it's quite nice to do.
Ah, it looks good.
Right. I do die because I have to do it again. Or no, I don't. Okay.
These runs really are just blending together for you.
I know, right? You aren't a mountain climber. No, I don't remember that. I'm definitely not a mountain climber.
You're certainly better at climbing mountains than I am.
Oh, hang on. Ooh. We can't see the screen right now because the computer went black.
Computer
there we go.
Sleep.
I'm not sure why that happens while it's playing video in OBS, but oh well.
OBS probably just doesn't lock the
lock the
screensaver out. Yeah, so you had a couple of deaths there.
I did. I think I've got one more death to go in this one. Or not?
No.
Okay.
So you had a couple of deaths just because you dashed into spikes or failed a dash. That you just dashed into the energy ball. And then that one you dashed into the energy ball.
I noticed something interesting actually. What I've found is if you dash while there's an energy ball in front of you, sometimes you actually just go through it. Mm-hmm. So I found if I do the 2 hypers there and do another hyper, she still fires the energy ball at me, but then you'd actually say it's like a mood ball. It's like kind of bad emotions firing at you.
I think there's possibly a moment where the energy ball first spawns that it's not got a hitbox.
Maybe. I'm not sure exactly how it works. It's like I've hypered into it. Mm-hmm. And it's just kind of gone through it and dissolved it almost. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with it. Yeah, I think I do die in this room. I think I do? I don't. I do. I'm just sure I do. Okay, no,
nope.
Don't. I'm really bad at this, aren't I?
That was probably your cleanest long feather.
That was really good. Yep. Mm-hmm. Here, I realised, oh wait, that will keep my Y position. I wonder if I can do anything with that, but I didn't do anything with it.
You did, however, save 25 seconds on the battle and fight, which was
I did. That's good. It's not a gold, so there's obviously still time to be saved there. I did die a couple of times, obviously. But in general, it's a pretty good fight. But
from being... What was the most you were down? 47.2 seconds down.
Yes.
Heading into the summit run.
Yep. With plus 18.
Yeah. So you've managed to shave 30 seconds off of it, and then it's just summit. And looking at your splits here, largely you really save it on 1500.
Yep. How much time did I save again there? I actually forgot now.
On the entirety of Summit?
No, on 1500 I think.
On 1500.
Yep.
You got 59 seconds.
59 seconds. Oh wait, okay. What was my? I actually can't see.
Your absolute fastest was ever 1 minute 1. So.
Oof. Okay.
So you gold split by a couple of seconds.
Right. Okay. That's not bad. Yeah, I think I.
You went for a skip and you got it. It took a wee bit of wind up. But then you didn't stick the landing.
The problem there I dashed was I dashed too fast. Like I dashed too fast after jumping off because I was worried that I was going to have stamina. Now this is actually interesting. I die here, which is kind of annoying, and that's because I hit the spike. Not the spike.
The bottom of the spring.
Well, I did hit the spike, but I mean I hit the bottom of the spring rather than the top of the spring. That's what I was going for.
Yeah, so you weren't lined up the way you expected to be lined up.
Yep.
This, you just jump into a pit.
I need to get momentum out of that. Like, I'm not sure what it is exactly. That's what I'm aiming to do. Just get the entire thing entirely. Here, if you come through the room and get enough momentum, you can just go straight over, or straight under, and get the first gem instantly. But I can do that very well usually. Yeah, I've kind of optimized most of these jumps now. So I dash straight up and then to the left, diagonal left. Hit that final spring. Lost like a second there of cutscene, which is
You didn't lose as much time as you thought you were going to lose, but you still entered this about 30 seconds off.
Yes, here I'm thinking it's probably a dead run. I'll go for the door skip.
The door skip's long gone.
But then I managed that first try, which is pretty good.
If I remember rightly, I don't think you actually. I can't remember if you die on 1000.
I don't remember that actually.
I mean, you get some lovely clean movement, and compared to your PB...
I die in the next room.
Ah, yes.
I'm pretty sure. I do a diagonal dash from mistake.
Oh, you do a diagonal dash straight into the spikes instead of an upward dash.
Yeah, it's possible to make that with diagonal, but you have to do it really fast. But I wasn't aiming for that. I was just trying to get the right dash. Oh, so the up dash, and then I failed it.
Not doing icicle skip.
No, it's like a tiny bit faster to do that, but I'm not doing it.
But no, nice, clean, optimal movement. One of the things that I've noticed on speedrunners is the fast speedrunners. That sounds rude. You're certainly faster than me. I know, like world record runners, top 4.
Yes.
They activate that block before they touch battling.
Yes, I've not managed to do that yet. I need to learn how to do it. That was a good save.
Yeah, you fell out the dream block, so your next run could have got you into a wall, but as I said, you didn't hit a wall in any dream block.
This room is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably the best of it.
Lovely and clean. That's nice and clean as well. Powering through there. There's your spring. Out there. Just nice, clear, fluid movement.
Yep. I wasted half a second there by trying to pause before I went up again. Out of that bottom room, where I had to go to the right of it up.
But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't actually dash there, I just jumped off the dream block, which I could have turned into a hyper, maybe, but...
That was close.
Yes. Let's bring it back.
Once again, nice and cleanly done through there.
And here we go. Here's improvements over my PB, where I do both of those down dashes this time, which is good. Which probably saves like 0.2, 0.3 of a second, which is not that good, but
so, and there's your 7.1 gold split on 1500, which then
just die.
That's taking you down to 6.3 seconds behind.
Yep. And to this point, I think you told me this, and then I was like...
And then you're like, oh, this run can be saved.
This can be saved, this can be saved. I'm not doing door skip anymore. Oof.
Instead, you're just going to jump into the wall.
Yep. But then I got fast cycle in there, which is nice. And
didn't get the fast cycle there, but managed to reset it and get the death cycle.
Yes. Didn't get the fast cycle there, unfortunately.
Part of the issue was you came in with momentum, but you didn't get the jump.
Right. Yeah, I'm taking it nice and slowly. Don't want to die in this room.
Lots of potential for time waste here.
Yes. Super high time waste. Even if I died in this room once, I would probably still get a PB.
Well, fortunately, it was right at the entrance to that room, so that wasn't too much of a problem.
Right.
Clean otherwise.
I've optimised that room quite a lot. This room I have not optimised at all. Not very much. I should say. Even this where it gets very... Like that was like right on the edge.
Double dash to get past that because sod that noise. And...
This is pretty clean.
Yep, nice and clean.
This is also very clean.
That was brilliant jump into the secret area. Yeah.
Yes, that's like really good. And that is a super good room as well. Like, that was a very good night.
You were very happy with them. And also on your PB you died here because Badeline doesn't just chuck you straight up for whatever reason. She makes you jump through these hoops.
Yes.
But you waited, and on your PB you didn't wait.
Right, exactly. So on the right side there, I actually waited a tiny bit longer than, more time than the red thing moved. Because if it moves further up, then I can still dash through, but by the time I hit battling, I've got enough time to just straight dash through to the right, so to the left side again and head to the middle again.
And suddenly your run was in contention again. You were 12 seconds ahead. This one you took slowly because you missed that last cloud on the first run through. Managed to skip the strawberry.
Yes. I'm not sure how I did that. I wasn't even aiming to.
Not that it even saves any time.
No, it's just. I don't know. Getting a worse eye, which is always fine. I think an idea? No.
Nope.
No, actually, this is a very good game, actually. This is very nice.
Yep.
I used the snowballs there to kind of stay alive. But it's not intentional.
Yeah, you got that lined up. Got that lined up.
Getting a haircut.
You were a wee bit neat getting this out of the way.
Yes, but it didn't matter much.
Because it's effectively an auto-scroller.
Yes. It is unless you're a really good speedrunner.
Or taskbot.
Yes, unless it's taskbot. Here I messed that one up once.
Yeah, did a diagonal dash instead of an upward dash.
Yes, here I thought to myself, I'm going to do it again, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again! Oh, phew. And then I dash up. I'm out of room. I was so relieved.
Yep, got the shortcut there.
I do die here, just because I just go straight over. Didn't mean to do that.
Jump.
Yep. I don't die here. I do manage to do the wave dash. I think it's called wave dash anyway. Thing where you just do a normal jump out of a dash without hyping. Some people call it a jump dash. I don't know. All those things. Yeah, I do that to get a bit faster, but it's not that much faster anyway.
Because you've then used your dash, so you've got to hang onto the wall and you carefully edge your way down it.
I kind of buffered myself, yes. If it was better, I wouldn't have to buffer myself. Now watch this movement here. I didn't quite manage it completely, but oof, that was very close. But in general, that loom I've really optimised a lot.
Yeah.
Like the dash is there, the route there is designed so you can immediately dash out of either the battling or whatever that's in that room. I forgot now.
That was a bit of a silly mistake there at the start where you went back instead of forward.
I don't know what.
I honestly don't know what you were doing there. The two of us just sort of looked at each other and was like, "What?"
I don't know what happened. This was very scary because I thought, oh no, I'm going to lose all the time. I'm losing all the time.
Because you're suddenly 31.8 seconds ahead,
and I'm wasting it all. Yeah, I managed to get through there without that, which sometimes causes me problems. Yeah, I thought, oh wait, what's going on? And then I managed it through.
With the exception of the initial bit, this was quite a clean
right.
3000.
Right. I think I managed this one not too badly down here. I can do the double spike skip. I can't. I have tried it in debug mode. I actually can't do it. I need to learn how exactly it's done. Maybe I need someone to show me it in slow motion or something.
Possibly. I know it's done. I know it's done in the world record run. I know it was done in the task. Right. I think it's done in most of the low time runs because it really saves a lot of time. I think it saves like at least 10 seconds, I'd say. Should be the exact time. Yeah, if I do that and then limit him and dash using the extended thing. So that was a nice wee skip there.
Yep.
You don't go for door skip.
No, I go for door save. Because it saves the time by not dying. Do you get it? Yeah, I actually learned a new strategy the other day, which was that part from in the middle back there, I can actually dash off it, or dash diagonally onto it and do a hyper off it, which gets me a little bit faster to battle on the left. But it's kind of risky because I've not tried it very much yet. I tried it like once or twice, which is kind of obviously risky.
Yeah. You got the accelerated jump off of those platforms, which you don't normally get.
Right.
So you lost about 6 seconds at 3000. It was otherwise quite clean.
Yes.
Of course, it must mean that on your PB that you had an absolutely stonking 3000.
Well, this is 3000 now. The one.
No, sorry, 2500. Yeah.
Yes, I think it's kind of weird with the naming of it. Yeah, this was just bad. I don't know why I was failing at this jump. I should have been doing it a lot better. I think I died one more time and then I just actually failed.
Yeah, you died one more time, so then you switched to the slightly safer strats,
which turned out to be not
a
so
mistake. So you were absolutely hammering on your keyboard, freaking out that you were going to lose all at that time that you'd saved.
I really was. And then I'm doing this. What am I even doing there? I don't even know.
Just flying into a panic.
Right. Usually, like, I don't know what was happening with dashes, but I was kind of doing, like, for some reason my jump dashes on my bounces were not doing anything. I'm not sure what was going on there. I just kind of took it slowly. I actually don't know what was going on there. But then it turned out okay, I think. Here I do an absolutely fantastic one there, which is like kind of close to frame perfect, but not that frame perfect. Here I'm fine, I think. Which one are we at now? We're at 22. I die.
Yep.
You died. This is the Dark Souls of platforms. Except it's not.
I would say I Want to Be the Guy is the Dark Souls of platformers.
Okay, that's true. This at least gives you loads of checkpoints.
Oh god, I Want to Be the Guy. That takes me back. I was one of the guys at uni used to play that religiously. I don't think he was it for speedrunner quality, but he just wanted to get to the end.
He just wanted to be the guy.
I'll give you that one. I walked into that.
You're not supposed to take the bait. Oh, I walked into that one.
Yes, you walked right into that one.
I think I walked into the next one as well. Watch this.
As you were saying to me at the time there, updraft. Most people think, oh, updraft. That's useful. That gives you low gravity, gives you more time to think about things.
Right.
That just screws you up.
In the main game, when you're not actually trying to do this in fast, in fast mode, I guess. This area is actually very fun to do. It was very fun to do in my main game and also in my very first speedrun as well, because it just makes you feel like you're flying almost. But like when you're trying to do things fast and actually do fast speedrun strats, it's kind of really annoying because you have to take things slowly or try and I don't know, like interesting to watch first. Hang on. So here I do the neutral jump, which is quite nice to do. I don't think I've done that in a PB yet. I think maybe did it in my PB. I don't know.
I don't recall seeing it in your PB.
Okay, so that's probably new to this one then.
Yeah.
To this PB at least.
One of the things that I found quite interesting is when you don't do 10 skip.
No, it's actually quite hard to do 10 skip because you need to touch it for like a few pixels.
Now you did skip that one.
I did,
and promptly died because where's the cloud? It spawns after you pass it.
I thought to myself, what's going on? Where's the cloud gone? I've never died here, so I don't know where the cloud is. Like, I don't know anyone who's actually died there. Like, it's so easy to just get past that. That's actually quite easy to die. But, I mean, dying in that last cloud is the least likely place I thought I could die. So I just actually didn't know the cloud was on there. So I just thought, I'm actually fine. I'm going to go back to the cloud. Oh wait. Yeah, I get to the cloud, which is quite easy to do. There are 5. Yeah, I'm taking it very slowly. I know I'm on par for PB now. Just want to not die. I do this very carefully because I actually have died there by hitting the spikes. The bottom of the left spikes. If I just hit against the bottom of the wall instead of the side of it. It's kind of devastating. Yeah, I'm very worried because I've often hit the bottom of that ledge and bounced off it into the spikes on the left, which is kind of annoying. It's just an artifact of me using a keyboard.
Yeah.
The feathers are the worst part of using a keyboard. Like I like keyboard a lot more for this game, in particular, except for the feathers, and that's just a problem with how the feathers work. Like, it's not really a problem with them.
Feathers are entirely analog. Now you save a lot of time on your PB this time here because on your original PB you reach the summit and instead of hitting skip cutscene you hit restart.
Yes, I reached the block to the left of it and like I don't know what I was doing. I just thought I'm at the end. I need to quit this now. Oh wait.
And that was you, 51:35:68.
That was me. It was a good run. I mean, it was a bad run, but I actually saved a lot of time somehow. Like, the fact that I saved so much time over my last PB is kind of descriptive of the fact that I must have been really terrible in my last PB. But then again, thinking about it, I don't think I did it terribly. I thought in my last PB that I saved a lot of time. So it's just a case of... Let's come back again, hang on. We can't see the screen.
Oh, no, it's just the credits, that's fine. Yep. I don't know if it going black stops the recording though.
It shouldn't. Surely not.
Pardon me.
But, I mean, I guess it's just an artifact of the fact that I keep getting more and more golds every run I do. Like, sometimes it's only a few seconds or so, but it is adding up. Like, in my last PB, some of the best segments, which you can see at the bottom there, the bottom of the splits. In my last run, I think it was probably... I don't actually know what it was. Here, let me check. I've got it open. I'm not going to play it. Let me mute it just in case. It should
I mean, every time you do a run, you do get golds.
Ah.
Yeah, you managed to nail the summit with the exception of 2000 to 2500.
Right, and with the exception of resetting myself. But so after that PB, my sum of best was 49.17. Now it's already down to 46.38, which has gone down a lot just today. Like, I mean, earlier it was 46.46 this morning, and before that it was like 47.48.
Yeah, what you need to work on is your consistency.
Yes, if I could get it more consistent and lower my deviation, which I think is what the splits.io shows.
Because right now your standard deviation is poor in 3 places specifically.
Right, the start, the middle, the end.
Your standard deviation is poor on Celestial Resort. It's 1 minute and 2.
Right.
your standard deviation on mirror temple is 1:01, and your deviation on the resolution part of reflection is 1:17.
Yes, that's the part where I think that's after rock bottom. I think, and it's where I just go to the. It's the part like halfway through the fight, I think maybe, where I go to, like between there and the end, and then after resolution, and after that you then just climb up, which is a short split kind of. But yes, I am bad at the second half fight. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasted a bit of time in the epilogue.
Good thing the clock's not going. This isn't 100%.
I know, right?
And there's your pie flavoured pie.
Yes, with slight strawberry hint.
But yeah, so
the old woman is kind of how I'm feeling after that run.
But yeah, so that was you, new PB 51:35:683.
Right.
As I said, just got to get your consistency down a bit, and you'll definitely have a sub 50 on your hands.
Yep. I mean, this has been a good run, I think. What I was trying to get at earlier was that even though I feel like I made so many mistakes, and I'm kind of surprised how I've managed to gain so much time over my previous PB, that's always going to happen, I think, because as I build my skills and get more and more time down and get more consistent, it's just going to happen. It's just going to end up with me getting better and better times.
One day the run will click.
Right. One day I'll just get like 40, 46, 45 or something, and I will make no mistakes. Not any day soon, but hopefully at some point that's going to happen.
Hopefully sooner rather than later.
Right. There's so many times there where I just made a mistake, and I didn't have to make a mistake. And if I hadn't made any of those mistakes, and hadn't gotten kind of flustered and stuff and worked up over it, then maybe I would have gotten an amazing time. Like even 48 would have been really good.
Yeah. So that was Shock's Celeste speedrun, any percent, in 51:35:683. The video should be finished uploading to YouTube now.
I hope so.
So you'll be submitting that. Yes, it has. So you'll be submitting that over to speedrun.com.
I will.
And
I'll have to be updating like the YouTube video. Oh, I forgot to update my last BB with the links to the speedrun.com and the splits, but that's fine.
Yeah, we'll clean that up.
I've got a new one.
So that'll be on your main channel. This will be going up onto our shared Just Play channel.
Yep.
But yes, that has been that was your any percent run. I'm Miles, he's Shockk.
I'm Shockk, he's Miles.
And thank you very much for watching.
Yep. Bye everyone. As we show to stop recording.
There we go. We'll cut that.
Okay.